Keller's Heart by John Gray, illustrated by Shayna Brickle. Dedicated for any child who has ever felt different, alone, or faced special challenges. You are unique, you are beautiful, and you are loved. This is a love story, but not the kind with castles, dragons, and a princess trapped in a tower. But it does, however, have a special girl and a fluffy knight who rescue each other. The little girl's name was Raven, and she had a lot to say for someone who never spoke. She was as quiet as a butterfly dancing on a cloud. You see, Raven was deaf. She talked with her hands, her smile, her hugs. She gave the best hugs. Raven was excited because it was almost her birthday. On the other side of town was Raven's best friend, who she hadn't even met yet. A puppy without a name or home or child to love. This puppy was different. He couldn't see or hear, but his nose was extra sensitive and his heart was as big as the sky. Sometimes when things appear broken, people throw them away or think they just aren't as good, but that's not true. Sometimes different is better. Yet when this puppy's owner saw that the puppy's eyes and ears didn't work, he left him on the side of the road near the train tracks and drove off. The owner didn't realize it then, but he had just thrown away the most precious thing a person could ever have, a friend. The puppy's hair grew long, and he got very dirty wandering the streets. Then one day a nice lady found him and took him to the animal shelter. He needed a name, a home, and especially a bath. Even though Raven was deaf, she did all the things other children did at school, only she had an aide to help her communicate with the classmates. Raven taught them simple sign language like hello and how are you. But she got lonely sometimes, being the only one like her at the school. Plus, some of the kids treated her differently, as if she would break if they played with her. She was deaf, not made of glass. Raven just wanted to fit in. One day, her class took a field trip to the animal shelter. They had a tour and saw furry creatures big and small. As everyone crowded around a box of kittens, Raven's eyes were drawn to the back room and the sight of water splashing. She walked over and saw they were washing the puppy that was found by the train tracks. Soon the other children joined her, but they couldn't see what Raven could see. The puppy didn't have his eyes closed because of the soap. They were closed because he was blind. She noticed something else. On the puppy's left side was a big dark spot. They scrubbed it, but it didn't come clean. When the bath was done, they dried him off, and the puppy raised his nose in the air. He could tell there were lots of people in the room now, and he was sniffing them, all without moving a single step. Then he lowered his nose, and of all the children in the room, he walked directly over to Raven and rested his head at her foot. He likes you, the worker said. You want to give him a drink? He can't see and hear, so you will have to help him. Raven took the bowl of water and got on the floor with the puppy. Rather than give him a drink immediately, she took his left paw and tapped it twice on her hand, then give him a sit. She did this a second time and a third time, and soon the dog wagged his tail, anticipating what would come next. What's she doing? Her classmate asked. The teacher smiled and said, teaching him doggy sign language. When Raven went home, she told her parents what she wanted for her birthday, and the next day the puppy without a name was hers. Raven had recently read a book about the amazing woman named Helen Keller, who was deaf and blind, so she called the puppy Keller. Over the next few months, Raven taught Keller more sign language, and with her mom's permission, she took him to the children's hospital to visit. Raven thought that if the sick kids saw how well she and her puppy were doing, this would inspire them and show them that it's okay to be different. Soon she was taking him to nursing homes and other hospitals for smiles. For a dog trapped in darkness, Keller was full of light. On the last day of school, Raven's teacher let her bring Keller to the class for show and tell. But she wasn't alone. Is this your mom? They asked. No, she signed. It's a groomer. Watch this, Raven smiled, knowing what was about to happen. The woman took out scissors and started trimming back Keller's fur, especially the dark spot on his left side. Soon they saw that hidden underneath the tangled mess in his fur was a perfectly shaped heart. Raven showed them not to judge people by what they see. It is what's underneath and inside that counts. She then signed to the class, this is Keller. I am his eyes, and he is my heart. The quietest girl at school revealed the most important lesson of all. It was right there in Keller's heart. Hi, my name is Keller, the real Keller who inspired this story. I'm so glad you came to visit with me. Just like the puppy in the book, I was born unable to see and hear, and someone left me on the side of the road. Then something amazing happened. A nice family adopted me from the shelter, and I went to live with them. Now I get hugs and kisses every day, and I have other puppies to play with. I really do have a big heart in my fur, and even have one on my paw. I love the snow and playing in the leaves too. Even though I'm different from other dogs, I have learned never to give up. Don't you give up either. Remember, you're special just the way you are. Bye, Keller.